Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield on play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent.
And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Easy. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Mike. Check.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Landry. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A first down throw for Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has has it. What a catch. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
180! 54! Watch one. No. Hurry!
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
180! Alert! Check.
Mayfield off the play fake. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. That's taken in by Callaway. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Any weapons?
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 65 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that takes us from second to third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Mayfield on fourth down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. 55, Mark, 55. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check mine. Watch 55. Two. Hey, Charlie. 55. Squeeze, double.
Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Yellow.
Here's Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Regular. Smooth.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 7.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken very short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Mayfield, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Hey, we're good, we're good. All right, now here we go.
They run. Abdullah trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Abdullah. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 72 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. As that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A gain of 6 there on first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know what.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defense.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the greaseboard to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the blood.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield stepping up. He'll try and run. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Landry now on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, 180. 54. So don't say nothing. He's crashing. He's checking. Real. Kill. Check. Let's go.
On 1st down, Hunt. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established himself.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
King.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.